Hey, onegaishimasu.
Onegaishimasu.
Right, we'll just do a little bit of loosening, a bit of stretching down. Sound okay? Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. Working with the rotation. Good. And working with a wave. Okay, great. We saw a little bit of foundation work, so not too much. Let's work on this founder pose. So first, just watch in the breath. Just place the hands on the rib cage and on the base of the hip. Let's take a few nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. It's really kind of decompression also for the spine. Give it lengthening. So feel very gently the elbows pressing out to the sides. Lengthening through the back of the neck. And just shifting the weight back. And the arms to the back. Releasing through the knees. Just keep that sense of width, length. And keep the breaths nice and big. Good. Bringing the hands forward, shifting the hips back a little bit. Pressing the fingertips together. Keep that sense of width in the arms as well. Lengthening, extending out, but also feel the elbows spread. Nice deep breath. Shifting back a little bit more, reaching up. Reaching up as high as you can, keeping the shoulders low. Shifting the hips back a little bit more. And keeping the back of the neck long. reaching down into the ground, keeping the knees back. Up to the shins. Reaching the arms back to a little bit lower than when we started. Bringing the arms to the chest, hinging from the hips, so keeping the knees bent. Just let that movement come from the hips. Really anchor the feet into the ground. Nice and slow. Just a little back again with the arms. And releasing it there. Okay, we'll just do short lunge. just one person comes to the other, keeping the hips straight in front, square on. And again, just reaching back up in the chest out, arms to the back. Nice deep breath in. Just hinging from the hips, or you can shifting more and more weight into the front without bending the knee too much. And as you get to the maximum amount, swinging, scooping the hands up, forward. Okay. And then from here, just spiraling up and over. Really opening from this hip, right through the spine, through the side of the body. Nice and lengthened all the way. Okay. Coming back to the front. Yeah, and then just twisting to the side and back. Side and back. About 5 or 6 big movements. And just back to its original position. Let the back foot lighten as much as you can. And release it there. And we'll do the same on the other side. Just get into the, sit into the posture. Reaching, pulling the chest up a little bit, pulling the neck back and long. Hinging forward with the hips. And then scooping the arms forward. A couple of deep breaths in. Good. And then spiraling up to the top. Stretching out, opening the hip. Good. Coming back forward. Let's turn to the sides. And reaching out back again. Come forward as much as you can. And releasing it. Okay, just release the hips a little bit. Chin the lower back. Okay, great. We'll do a little bit of a 𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒈 on the ground. So let's see. Good. We'll just start with consider position. Just from here. Keep bringing the knees up close to the chest. Just rounding the back. No pressure on the back of the neck. Just down the spine. Nice and light. In a nice tucked position. Good. And then just come into a butterfly position here. Send movement back, and then just opening the hips out. And just let the weight of the body come forward. So you go. Bring the chest to the feet. Okay, good. Good. Just taking the sides of the body, using the hands, cycling between the legs. Nice and control, really using the contact with the ground. Great. And we just do a little bit of forward rolls. Take your time with it. Do about 4 and then take a quick pause between. So find the ground, use the shoulder. Yeah. Changing sides each time. Good. Okay, and let's play with reversing it into a backwards roll. So coming down and then let the back come over. Back taking it up. On both sides. Down. That's the back. Great, and then just playing with any roll and finding the feet, standing up. Just play nice and free. Okay, so find the ground, find the roll, find the balance, and raising up with the feet. Nice, nice, nice. Okie dokie, great. Take a BOKKEN. Oh, see. Okie dokie. We'll go. Let's get to the first 𝒂𝒏𝒃. Make it nice and slow. Take time finding my back. Great, and take it to 𝒍𝒊𝒂𝒕. Nice and calm. Great, take it to number 2. Going back, reaching the back, pressing the weight in. Push. Push. Yes. Good, we'll take it to number 3. So, nicely right in. Great, we'll take it to 5. Looking at 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒖𝒄𝒄. That's really narrow the space. Changing the direction. Okay, great. We'll take it to 7. Working with a ski. Very good. Okay, so we'll look at a little bit kumi-tachi work. We'll look at number 2. So we'll look at the attacking side to start. So just the very first 3 movements. So in this case, you've got the raise, nice and slow. Striking into the leg, then off the line. And then thrusting through off the line also this way. Just it is nice and calm. Raise up. Don't rush your over. Get close to that. So. Okay, we'll do the same with the defending side. So just those first 3 moves. So again, you've got the raise up nice and slow. Yes, as the BOKKEN starts covering the eyes. Dropping back, holding the line, locking the attack. Your aim is to come up to the wrist, and then you're going to translate this into a lock. Locking the ski. We've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. So we'll just take it all the way to the end, the attacking form. Same style. Off the line. Off the line. And just think all the time you're going to weave the line. Yokomen gets blocked. Ski. And then Yokomen to finish. So really weaving the line. Really let the hips do the work. We've not got too much space. Just keep it nice and tight. Okay, well, great. We'll do the defending side. So the same thing. Nice and slow coming up. And straight down. Now really think about holding the line. So allow the hips to really come down the line. You're blocking, pressing down. Blocking, finishing. Really allow the hips to travel straight down the line. Okay, good. And if we go into the attacking side, just bringing some flexibility into it now. So the key point, keep this start really slow. This doesn't really speed up anymore. You've got this. What you want to feel now is really that you feed off these blocking movements. So as the sword gets pressed down, you're feeding it into the movement of the ski, and then coming forward. Just keep the footwork nice and supple. And again, really focusing on the hip work. Let the hips really snake through the movement. There's just a constant pressure forward with the attack. Yes. Very good. And we'll do the same on the defending side. So the key kind of difference now is on the yokumen. So when you block the yokumen, you're coming up, it stays the same. Now this, you basically catch the weapon in the movement. So rather than kind of blocking and then pressing down, see that as just one press through. So you connect and drop it through and back, and then you finish. And again, just letting the hips really weave through, but this time really holding the line. This, that, and that. You just feel this constant pressure in. You're trying to match it with your feeling, holding the person back. Just nice and mobile with the feet and legs. Yes. Nice. Very good. Okay, we'll play with a few variations from it. So there's 2 points. There's a few points you can make the variations. The main two is here at this point. If you reach this point, so this is obviously where you're going to go into the block and then continue the form. In this case, you've got the basic variation that happens quite a lot with them, where you're kind of blending up to the wrist. Mix this one in with a slightly different one, which is a little bit deeper. Goes here, here, and you go into this position. And you use the blade, the sword to kind of control the elbow. So it's a little bit of a deeper movement, deeper entry. Just play with these two forms. You've got controlling the wrist or entering a little bit deeper, controlling the elbow. Yeah. So it goes here, one, drops back, that, and then in. We're using the hips underneath to drive the person off balance. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, good. So. So.
Michael, are you holding like that or like that?
You can, yeah, in this one, you can, if you take this really deep, then you can also bring that hand around this way. And then you're basically in a position like a koshinage. So you're in a position like that. And that's also where you could take this and come into a position here, take the sword and draw them over the hip in this one. So you can, or you can just kind of come up to this position and hold up. So depending on how deep you kind of bring the hip in, you've either got that or that coming into this position and then coming straight up onto the sword this way. So you can enter a little bit more and add a bit more kokyu into it. Yeah. Good. We'll just do one more. This time it's on the when you catch the yokomen. So you've got this, and then from here. you catch the yoke coming out and you've got the ski coming around. So you're going to catch it, and now just imagine everything's going to be based on this movement, which is a curling in to the attack. So rather than catching it and rolling back, you're going to catch it and roll in. And just play with this movement a little bit, and you can find different variations with it, which include really using the sword, or you've got lots of variations where you're coming into 𝒕𝒉𝒂𝒕𝒊𝒂𝒕 kind of things, taking the sword here, drawing up, or taking it like a 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒃 and cutting over this way. So just play with this entry, but it's all based on this idea of fitting into the attack, slotting around it. It's just to keep the feet really free. So that, and then in this way. You can also cut right to the back of the head. Let's play with it a little bit. Last minute or so. Whoosh. Ouch.
Sorry, new dog cage, not there for last year.
I wonder what that was. Dog cage, ouch. So just really kind of condense down, just focus on that kind of hip rotation. So think of both variations. Just practicing this, you roll back and then roll in with the hip. Or your right side forward, you're catching, rolling in. Just extracting that kind of hip work here. So it's nice and flexible with the hip. You've got to roll back, coming in, which includes also this one and this one into here. And on the other side, kind of catching the yoke coming, rolling through this way. Just play it a little bit. Really open the hip work down. Very good. We'll stop it. Hey, domo arigato gozaimashita.
Domo arigato gozaimashita.
Right, here we go.